little fellas. Hello. Hello. Come here. Oh. Hello. Okay, so not a great day for footage. I left Inverness, it was 8-9 o'clock in the morning, it was a bit misty. I thought, oh, it'll clear up. I put my kit on. I didn't put any heated clothing on because I didn't think I'd need it. The weather report said it was going to be sunny. And then after about an hour of driving, the heavens opened. It rained from that point onwards, so I got absolutely drenched. Everything got wet. Got to my final destination, had some food, and then the lovely lady that runs this tent and campsite said, yeah, come early, no problem at all. And she did everything, and she's left it really lovely for me, so hugely grateful. And I can stay the night here and reorganise bits and pieces. I've got chairs, I've got beds, I've got everything, so it's luxury. I'm properly glamping tonight. Okay, so let's talk about the bike. Bike's running really well. It's heavy. Every time I come to a stop at a junction, or for whatever reason, you've got to make sure you plant your feet solidly on the floor. Maybe today once or twice I've just had that slight kind of, oh no, nearly went. Almost impossible to maneuver the bikes if you get stuck with the front end pointing downhill and you need to turn around. That's quite tricky. However, on the open road while it's moving, it's brilliant. The wind today was really strong, and so because the back of the bike has boxes and tents and all the rest of it, it's got quite a resistance to the wind, so when you get a gust of wind it does knock you across the road. There was one point where I was crossing a bridge where I must have been leaning about 30 degrees going in a straight line. So the wind was difficult. It started raining halfway through the day, so I had an hour of rain. That was tricky as well. But the bike's performing really well. It's just heavy. I'm getting used to it though, and we had a few twisties, but the bike is heavy. Yeah, so not a lot of footage today. Couldn't send the drone up, it was too windy. When I got to several of the attractions, the castle, the steps, I couldn't film. It was raining, it was misty, you couldn't see anything. So yeah, washed out today a little bit, hoping for better weather tomorrow. But I'm going to edit this video out, get it out tonight, and then hopefully tomorrow will be a brighter and sunnier day. I made a little friend. Hello, little fella. Hello. Hello. You're a little cutie, aren't you? Hey? Are you trying to eat my jacket? You can't eat my jacket. Okay, I've been driving for about an hour into the wilderness. I mean, just look around, there's nothing but mountains. There's little ponds, there's some huge mountains over there, and then in the other direction nothing. I mean, I pass a car maybe every 15 minutes, one lone single car, but there's nothing else, and it's something quite disconcerting about being this far out from anything. I think this is probably the remotest I've ever been. What happens if you fall off your bike? I mean, what if you shoot off the side of the road? Is anybody going to find you? Yeah, so it's quite exhilarating, it's quite an adventure, but it's also a little bit, not frightening, but just wary. My guard is up. I'm driving slower. There's also Scottish kamikaze sheep who just hide behind things, and as you go past they try to throw themselves under your wheels. So keeping it to sort of 30 miles an hour, driving steadily, single lane track, and hopefully in an hour and 14 minutes more into the remoteness, I'll find the beach that I'm wild camping at, because there is nowhere else to camp. So yeah, feeling a bit remote. Okay, so we're 41 minutes away from Durness beach where I'm camping tonight. We're on single track lanes now, so camper vans are slowing people down because it's single track and it goes uphill, and there's signs saying that camper vans have to let people behind them pass, they cannot impede traffic. But we're down to single lane tracks, which is interesting. But yeah, everywhere now there's huge castles and mountains, and there's a little fishery down here. It's just epic. Yeah, you might be remote, but wow, what a place to be remote. Feels like there's more people around on this part of the road. See a car every sort of 5 minutes or so now. Lots and lots of bikers. So yeah, this is probably the last time I'm going to stop before I get to Durness beach. I haven't got any camping planned, so we'll wild camp unless there's a campsite nearby that's got power, in which case I can recharge everything. So we'll see how it goes. Literally every corner you come around, you're greeted with another mountain or another lake, or just an amazing view. I mean, the sheer enormity of it is just hard to fathom. Have a look at this. I know the camera doesn't do it justice. It's just mountains as far as you can see. Absolutely amazing. And we now have kamikaze cows that are not penned in, that like jumping in front of motorcycles. But yeah, it is amazing. The best way to describe it, if you're not a biker, you probably won't get this, but if you are a biker, the TT Mountain Road, the feeling you get from the TT Mountain Road when you go across there, imagine that road 300 miles long. That is what this road feels like. Yeah, amazing.